There we go. Now you can actually hear me. Well done, Finn. Hello. Hello, Lucy. You smell. Hello, and welcome back to the FCS Football channel. This is today's lineups for Manchester United, for the Manchester United versus Crystal Palace game, obviously. It's Dean Henderson in goal. David De Gea apparently has family issues or personal issues. That's why he can't play today. And that's why he's not on the bench either. So Dean Henderson takes his space in goal. It's then a back four of Wan-Bissaka, Bailly, Maguire and Shaw. Probably our best back four, unless you consider Lindelof better than Maguire. Then a double pivot on Matic and Fred. McTominay back to the bench. McTominay, apparently he's not fully fit. Van der Beek apparently is not fit. That's why he's not in the squad today. Which means against Chelsea when he was on the bench, probably wasn't fully fit and was never going to come on. But I like the fact that Matic is back. I think Matic is probably our best defensive midfielder and probably has to play for me, really. Then in the front line, we have Marcus Rashford on the left. We have Bruno Fernandes at 10. We have Mason Greenwood out on the right. And we have Edinson Cavani up top. We have Anthony Martial once again not making the squad. Apparently this is an injury. Apparently he's picked up a knock, so he's just not fit enough to play. Which I believe must be the case. Same with Donny van der Beek and same with David De Gea. For me, there's no way, absolutely no way, that we don't take Martial, we don't take Donny van der Beek, and we don't take David De Gea, and instead we take Shola Shortire or Shure, and we take Grant, and we don't take Martial. But look, it's going to be interesting to see how this game goes. I think that if you look at that bench, we're really going to struggle to bring someone on to change the game. For me, I would have started Dan James today. Is Dan James going to be better than Greenwood today? Maybe not. But, again, I said this. I can't remember what game I said it. Was it West Brom? Yes, it was West Brom. I said against the West Brom in the West Brom game, you look on that bench, who do you bring on to change the game? We didn't have anyone. And today, it's exactly the same. You don't bring Dan James on to change the game, do you? You don't bring on Ahmad or you don't bring on Shola. Both of them two are far too young to have to come on to change the game for Manchester United. Then what? McTominay? A not fully fit McTominay. Is he going to change it? Not for me. Then you got back four and goalkeeper again. But yeah, thank you, Nico. How are we today? Can you look at the table? We will in a minute. What we'll do, we'll wait for this Leicester Burnley game to finish, and then I'll check on the table for you. Right, let me sort this out. There we go. Right, so this is the Crystal Palace team for today. So it's Vicente Guaita in goal. It's then a back four of Joel Ward, Kouyaté, Gary Cahill and Patrick Van Aanholt. It's then a double pivot of Luka Milivojevic and James McCarthy. Then it's a front four of Jordan Ayew, Eberezer Eze, Andros Townsend and Christian Benteke. So they've gone for the same system as we have, which is obviously the 4-2-3-1. Obviously, like I said in the preview, for those who didn't tune into that, Wilfried Zaha is out injured, so of course he isn't playing today, and that's why he's not playing today. I think, looking at that team, the fact Eric Bailly's in today over Victor Lindelof, obviously you guys know my opinions on Bailly over Lindelof and how I think Bailly is our most important centre-back due to his pace and how he makes Maguire and Lindelof both play 10 times better. But especially against Christian Benteke today, who we know is fit, who isn't going to be quick, but it's going to be very, very physical. We saw against West Brom, Lindelof isn't great at dealing with a physical striker. Today, we're going to expect the same. Bailly will be able to sort that out, which is fantastic. Nico, you're going for a 2-1 Manchester United win with Rashford and Fernandes scoring and Palace scoring for Eze scoring for Palace. I'm going for 2-0. I'm going for a 2-0 Man United win. What's everyone else's prediction? I said I'm going 2-0. I have faith in the boys. I have faith. But it looks like Burnley will snatch a point and have snatched a point at home. Well, against Leicester. So that game has finished 1-1. If I scroll, where is the table? It'll be the stats on it. There we go. So this is the Premier League table as it stands. Who do you think will score? I reckon we could see Rashford and Bruno goal. I reckon. Nay, what's your prediction? I've gone for 2-0. Nico's gone for 2-1. But so this is the Premier League table as it stands. So number one is of course Manchester City. We stay second in the Premier League and we can extend our lead over Leicester to 4 points if we win today. West Ham then sit in 4th. And Chelsea 5th, Liverpool 6th. Everton, Nico, your team are 7th. Level on points with Liverpool. However, you do have a game in hand. And if you win that, you can move all the way up to 4th. So Everton could break through into the top 4 if they win their game in hand. I don't know who that is with. That is against West Brom, which you should win. Now you're going for 2-1. You're watching Villa Sheffield United. How's that game going? Is Sheffield United still winning that game? But Sheffield United people Aston Villa. That bloody hell. Bloody hell. Of course, kickoff for today's game is at 8:15. Now you're going for 2-1. Fair enough. I mean, a lot of us, we're all going for Manchester United wins, which is the important thing. What I would say, we can't be overconfident in this game. This game has West Brom, Newcastle, especially in that first half. Sheffield United written all over it, where we somehow we can see the best chances of the game and we struggle to really create anything and we could drop points. We've done it before. Crystal Palace last season beat us at home to 2-1 with Dan James scoring the only goal for Manchester United. This season, first game of the season, of course that was the only game I haven't done a watch along for, which is in a way a good thing because I think I would have cried. That Crystal Palace beat us once again at Old Trafford. 2-1 again, wasn't it? Donny van der Beek scored in his debut, or was it 3-1 in the end? I think it might have been 3-1 actually. It was 3-1. Zaha scored really late on. But so look, I think we should win this game. And if I go to this screen, how I think what we need to do today, we need to first of all create for this man, and we need Fred to get forward. We need Fred to support Bruno. Let Matic sit. Get these right forward, especially Shaw. Because that's where Shaw's at his best. When Shaw can get forward, get Shaw right forward, let Rashford come inside a little bit more. Bruno, let him operate outside the box or breaking into the box. Greenwood, similar to Rashford. Wan-Bissaka won't get forward as much, which is why Bruno, his role will be important there. But I wouldn't be mad, actually, if Fred goes there, as always giving Wan-Bissaka an option inside, and Bruno's operate. If we play like that, and obviously these two need and will be, because it's Bailly, will be sat there, sort of like this. That going forward will be dangerous. You got Wan-Bissaka, you got Luke Shaw whipping balls in. You have Rashford who obviously can beat his man there, or he can he can just shoot. You got Cavani, he's gonna be waiting for balls into the box. If Wan-Bissaka or Greenwood are crossing the ball into, you got Rashford making that run for the back post. I mean, it's easy to say, oh, we want to be doing this, we want to be doing that. If we win the game and win it comfortably, then that's all that really matters. There's no need to overcomplicate it, which I think is easy to do. And I could sense Ole Gunnar Solskjaer trying that. But I think it's just simple as letting your best players operate and giving them the ball to do so. Give them a platform to go express themselves and let them just play their way. Like, you give Bruno Fernandes the ball in this space, just outside the box, 99 times out of 100, he will create something. Rashford, you give him a shot, you give him a 1v1, 99% of the time, he's probably going to try and take him on, and a lot of the time he will beat him. Greenwood, he can beat a man, he can get across him. It's fantastic. He's just a fantastic player, Greenwood. And with Bailly, we can afford to play higher. With Matic, he can orchestrate it from deep. Fred, he needs to be able to get forward. If we sit back like this, we won't break out and we'll have the same old as we always see. We need to get forward. We need to attack. And that's how we'll win this game of football. Manchester United want Haaland. Well, everyone wants Erling Haaland. Aarons is nearly going to Everton. Is he? No, I mean, obviously that deal won't be done until the summer. I mean, how are Crystal Palace going to play today? I think we can all pretty much predict it. What they're going to do? They're going to try and hit us on the counter attack. And look, with Lindelof, I think we could concede. I think Jordan Ayew, he's not the quickest, but I think he's got a fair amount of pace. Eberezer Eze, I really like Eze. Henderson's a good goalkeeper. He is. Obviously, like I said, Henderson is in today, due to personal issues with David De Gea, apparently, and this isn't official, this is just what's been rumoured, and it's been said that David De Gea's wife is heavily pregnant, and apparently it could be something to do with that. Obviously, if that is the case, I mean, I wish all the best of luck with him and his wife. I hope everything's alright, and if it's not, whatever it is, I hope David De Gea, and wish David De Gea the best, and hope he's back in time for the City game. Obviously, like I said as well, Anthony Martial, he misses out today with a knock. We're unsure how long he'll be out for, but we'll have to find out. Donny van de Beek is apparently also out with an injury. Well, he's not where Ole Gunnar Solskjaer want him to be fitness-wise, apparently. So that's why he's not in there, which begs the question, why was he on the bench against Chelsea? Why was he there if he was never going to be able to play? It makes no sense to me. Same with Anthony Martial, really. Is that why Martial was benched against Chelsea? Is it because he had a knock? And then if that was the case, why did he come on for 10 minutes? And is that why he left it so long, 10 minutes? Because he didn't want to make changes, but he thought, bloody hell, I have to here. So just thought, bloody, fuck it. Martial, get on the pitch. No one will care if you don't score. Obviously, I don't know, but I'm just throwing that out there. But look, we've got 15 minutes till kick-off. What I'll do, actually, I'll quickly show you guys the bench for both sides. Obviously, Manchester United is as follows: Victor Lindelof, Lee Grant, Diallo, James, Telles, Williams, Tuanzebe, McTominay, and Shola Tire. Is it Shola Tire? Then for Crystal Palace, it's Jack Butland. It's got John Felipe Mateta. He obviously scored in their 2-1 victory over Brighton. I don't know if he played against Palace. Here's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Nothing new. Nothing really new there from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He said someone had a knee injury. I assume that's Donny van der Beek. But I missed it. But anyway, going back to the bench, it's Jeffrey Schlupp, Connor Wickham, Michy Batshuayi, Martin Kelly, Reece Hanneman, and then Jairo Riedewald. So there's no, I wouldn't. Well, actually, on that Palace bench, there are changes that could happen to change the game. From Batshuayi, Mateta, both. Oh, yeah, he is. Thank you, Nico. So they've well, from what I heard, that they want more quality on the ball. I agree, we do, but I don't think what's his name? I don't think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer can talk about having quality on the ball when all season long one of our best players, or some would argue our best player on the ball, Donny van der Beek, has never played. Well, obviously he has played, but hardly ever played. I don't think you can say. I'm not allowing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to come out and just say, yeah, we need more quality up top. No, if we need more quality up top, what we should have been doing is playing Donny van der Beek, because all season long we've played McTominay, we've played Fred, and they've not got quality on the ball. I'm sorry, they don't. Are you going to stream Chelsea versus Everton? Probably not. Probably not. Let me have a look. When do Chelsea play? When do they play? Tomorrow at 6. I mean, oh no, that's. I'm looking at the wrong game. Chelsea versus Liverpool tomorrow looks quite interesting. Tell you what. The 8th. Mate, I haven't really thought about it. I might. I don't know. Obviously, big game for Dean Henderson. Obviously, starting today in David De Gea's absence. He needs to have a good game for me. I don't think he's been bad, but I wouldn't say he's been exceptional for well, in my opinion, for United when he's played this season. I'd be interested to see how he gets on. I think last time he played, was it Sheffield United? He made that big mistake. I don't think he'll be in much issues, to be honest. I think Dean Henderson has been very lucky for Manchester United this season, with the fact he's only ever really played with either Bailly. He's primarily played with Eric Bailly and another centre back, which is when we're best at defending. It's no correlate. There's no coincidence here that when Eric Bailly plays, we're better defensively. We don't concede as many goals. Same with Matic last season. When Matic played, we were better defensively. We conceded less goals. We brought Matic in. Defensively, we look better. Bailly is that this season. Bailly has to play if we want to be better and we want to be just not leaking goals, really. We don't want to leak goals. Bailly has to play. But like I say, yeah, Dean Henderson, it's a big game for him, and if he can get a clean sheet, I think David De Gea should come back for the derby. But it's never a bad thing to get a clean sheet, is it? It's always going to strengthen your chances. And if David De Gea isn't fully available, but if let's say Henderson has a clean sheet today, plays really well, instead of begging David De Gea, oh mate, we really need you, they might just go, you know what, David, well, if you can't make it back, that's fine. We've got Dean Henderson can play. Whereas I think last season, if we was in the same position, this game, yeah, you might just say, oh, Romero's playing, but then you'd be begging David De Gea to be back for the Man City game. And I think the same will be for this game if he wasn't fully available. But I think if Dean Henderson has a good performance today, it could be, you know what, Dean, you can start this today. If David De Gea can't guarantee he's going to be back, get him in. Obviously, Cavani starting up top today. Question marks for me. How would he perform? Obviously, just back from injury. I said in the preview, regardless of how fit he is, I think he'd play. I would have started him on the bench today, I think. I would have started Dan James, started Greenwood up top. I don't think Cavani would be fully fit. Why risk him? Especially if Martial has got a fairly big injury. If Martial was injured for the Manchester City game, is it worth risking Cavani in today's game if he's not fully fit? Obviously, he could be fully fit. But I think if he's fully fit now, he would have been fit enough to at least make the bench against Chelsea. Hi. Hello, Angie. How are we today? What's your prediction? Are you going to go to some football stadiums? Well, I mean, I can't, can I? I mean, I could go to the Lincoln City football stadium, but there's no reason for me to go there. But yeah, I don't think Cavani will be fully fit for this game. I think we're risking him. I think we are risking him. I said it in the preview. I think regardless of how fit he is, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will play him because I think that's what we did with McTominay. So I think it's really risky. I hope he's fine. I hope he is fully fit. But I think if he is fully fit, he would have been at least fit enough to be on the bench against Chelsea. And look, if he does get injured now, we have to hope Martial's going to be fully fit for the Man City game. Because clearly, I don't think we're going to trust Greenwood up top. I would say Martial probably wasn't fully fit against Chelsea. That's why he came on with 10 minutes to go. That's why he's not in the squad today. It's really weird what's going on with our striker options. I would have started Dan James, put Greenwood up top, and started Cavani on the bench. Because, like I said it earlier, and I've said it before, when you look at that bench, you need a fairly strong bench. You need at least one or two players that you can bring on that you think he will change this game for us. We don't have that. We don't have one player that I look at that bench and think he's a game changer. That man, he will sort it for us. Not a single player, which is a big issue. When fans are back, I probably won't be able to, but who knows? I still can't believe the penalty. They're showing the highlights from last what's it called? Last match against Palace at the first game of the season. It's shocking. Shocking decisions. the penalty decision was shocking. The lineup was shocking. Oh, I couldn't believe it. Did you see the news about Man City? They said that they are going to start in the summer. I mean, I don't know what name you're trying to make me say there. I'm not going to fall for it, but I don't know what you're trying to make me say, and that I'm confused at what you're trying to make me say. Van der Beek has scored in the league. Yeah, he has scored. He scored in his debut, and yet he hasn't played. He's hardly played since. But Manchester United are now walking out. Harry Maguire doing some high kicks. Big game for Manchester United. We have to win. Put 4 points between us and Leicester. Obviously in second and third place. There we go. I don't know why. My computer just came up saying USB error. Fuck the mic. Fuck the mic off. Brilliant. But we are now back. Van der Beek only scored against Crystal Palace. Well, I mean, how many other games has he played in the Premier League? How many start? Has Donny Van der Beek ever started in the Premier League? Has he actually started in the Premier League, Donny Van der Beek? He started twice. What games has he started in? What game did he start in? Southampton, he played the 90 minutes. Oh, West Ham. Did he start against West Ham? Started against West Ham. So he started 2 games. He started 2 games back to back, and then hasn't played since. Hasn't started since. What a joke! What a joke! Right. What the fuck? Crystal Palace have Butland as their backup goalkeeper. I know. I mean, they signed him. Was it this summer or so? They've just done the captains have just done fist bumps. What actually? Before, while in the game, I want to talk about Luke Shaw. I've completely forgot about Luke Shaw until now. Obviously, Luke Shaw and I think Harry Maguire. I don't think he specifically said it, but referred to it that the referee said that Hudson-Odoi did handball it, but he didn't want to give it due to it being controversial. Obviously, there was then an investigation on Luke Shaw because he came out and said it. Now, if Harry Maguire, if Luke Shaw is telling the truth, no, if Luke Shaw was lying, that investigation would have came to a conclusion and Luke Shaw would have been suspended. What happened? it got dropped. There was nothing was given away, and the investigation didn't really come to a conclusion. See what that tells me, and that should tell all you guys as well. That is exactly what the Premier League said. The referee said that exactly. And I mean, whether it or not it was in a jokey way, like, oh, I can't give that, that's too controversial, or whatever. We don't know. But what I can pretty much say with a fair amount of confidence that the referee definitely did say that he cannot give that penalty because it was too controversial. And that is disgusting. Right, of course, kickoff is underway. You're going for 3-2, NG, fair enough. Of course, if you guys aren't going to match up your game with... where is it? With my timer, which is just down there. Oh my god, I'm just awful at this point in malarkey. There. Then, please just don't put in the live chat if someone scores, because of course we are behind a little bit. Free kick to Crystal Palace here. Joel Ward does well against Marcus Rashford. My prediction is 3-0. Fair enough. I don't have any paper to write down the predictions. I do. I found some. Right. Bruno. Oh. There goes the air freshener. So. 3-0. Nico. And G, you went for 3-2. And Nay also went for 2-1. Right, so there's the score predictions. So we'll keep an eye on them, and of course we'll sort whoever out if their predictions are right. Best streamer, thank you, Nico. Your praise, as always, is greatly appreciated. I mean, what do you guys expect from this game today? To be honest, I think look. There's two Manchester United that can turn up. There's the one that struggles to break this Palace team down, or there could be the one that could absolutely destroy this Palace team and score 3 or 4 and run away with it. And I think the difference between both of them teams are night and day. And it's all about what we allow what we allow Shaw and Wan-Bissaka to do. Do we have to make them sit back, or are we going to allow them to really get high, get right up there with like where Greenwood and Rashford are, and let them get crosses in? Because they're doing that, that's when we'll see the best out of this Manchester United team. Because I think going forward, we can be so good. But what I do also think we have to be quicker at getting this ball out from the back. Poor from Wan-Bissaka. Van Aanholt robs him. Eze. Good interception by Fred Cavani. Picks it up. Loses out. Should be a foul, but it's not. Here's Ayew. Maguire. Good tackle. Rashford goes. Poor from Rashford. Not Connor Salmon. Tackle over the top of Shaw, really. by Joel Ward, but nothing's going to get given. 5-2. I mean, I'll allow it. I'll allow the prediction. 5-2 United. That's a big one. Right. Are you going 1 or 5-2? If you can go 5-2 if you want. There's nothing wrong with a 5-2. 5-2 is fine if that's what you think. Are you going for 1 or S9? CS9. Alright. I would have preferred the 5-2, to be honest. I'd like a comfortable 5-2 win. But I mean, if we have to take 1-0, that's fine, I guess. Anyway, free kick to Crystal Palace here. It'll be Townsend to whip it in. It's a good ball in. Dean Henderson catches well. It's a good. I think that's a really good ball. Just no Crystal Palace players really attacking it. It's one of them ones where you anyone gets a touch from that could go in. But here is Palace again. We just can't keep hold of the ball at the moment. Townsend puts the ball into the box. Benteke volleys over. Bloody hell. We need to sort ourselves out here. We need to sort ourselves out here. What happened? Maguire, fucking awful pass out. Awful from Harry Maguire. He came out. Ball comes in. He's just a poor volley from Benteke. 5-1 you go in United the return. Fair enough. Right, I've noted that down. Maguire now, bringing it out from the back. He goes into Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw knocks it past Townsend. Comes inside. Go on, Shaw. Cavani. Nice ball across to Eric Bailly. Poor touch from Bailly. Fred chasing after Benteke. Here comes Crystal Palace. Benteke looks across. What the fuck was that from Maguire? Maguire's not had a good start. Townsend volley. Matic, nice block. McCarthy goes into Ward. The better team so far has been Crystal Palace. Kouyaté just knocks it across. Eze. Kouyaté. I bet we are going to blame the miss today if we don't win. My prediction is 2-1 Palace. You're going for a Palace win, Derry. Oh, Derry City. I'm not sure about that. Oh, it's a misty day. It's a misty day. Here comes. Is it Ayew? Ball comes in. Maguire deals with it, but it's right out to Van Aanholt, who skips past Fred, but Wan-Bissaka does really well on the cover. Bloody hell. It's not been a good start for Manchester United, has it? It's not been a good start. All Crystal Palace, which is a big issue. Obviously, it's a big issue. This shouldn't be the case. Easy 9-0 again. Is that your actual prediction, Charlie, or are we going to get a proper one? Ball comes into the box. Dean Henderson comes out and claims well. Right. See, this is the problem, I think. Why are we there? Really, go long. Go not long. Go quickly. Try and get it out. But no, we'll go to Maguire. We'll let Crystal Palace get back into formation, get back into shape, and we'll try and play it out from the back as slowly as anything. That is my total honest prediction. All right, if that's what you want, Charlie. Is that to Palace or to Man United? Might as well throw that one in there. Maguire. Nice ball up to Luke Shaw. Maguire. Ah, at least he went to Man United. At least Cavani, Greenwood. Poor from Greenwood, but well, it might have been a good ball. I don't think that ball was to Shaw. To be honest though, Matic. Bruno back to Matic. Goes into Rashford. Lovely flick. Here's Luke Shaw. He cuts back in though. Go on, Marcus. Finds Bruno Fernandes. Lovely ball to Fred. Fred out to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka. Lovely ball into Bruno. Poor touch. Might have been too much on it from Wan-Bissaka to Bruno. All round football. My prediction is 8-2 Palace. Oh, I don't know about that all round United. All round football. I mean, thank you all for tuning in for today's stream. It is greatly appreciated. If you are enjoying it, please do hit the like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. We are on our way to 100 subs. So big up yourselves for that. Bruno goes out to Luke Shaw. Lovely touch from Shaw. And here comes United. Marcus Rashford makes a good run. Shaw finds him. But Kouyaté and Joel Ward doubling up on him does really well. It's out for must be a Man United throw. No, it's not a Crystal Palace. No, it is Man United throw. But Shaw will take. It'll just go back into the Nemanja Matic. Mundo Sports Clip is going 4-3 United. Fair enough, Mundo Sport. I mean, what I do like to see is the fact a lot of us are going for United wins, and that's important. At least we all have faith that United will win this game. Lovely ball across. Sure. Pulls it back to Bruno. Gives it to Matic. Matic strikes! Oh, what a save! Oh! Nemanja Matic almost scored a screamer. What a save. It's well hit and what a save. I'm Lee Chappie, bruv. You right, Lee? Hold on. You are the... Oh, that is the Vardy lookalike. I don't know if it actually is you, but how are we, mate? I watched well, I assume it is you. If it is you, I watched your... What's it called? Yes, your is that BBC documentary. Yeah, I watched that. Is it BBC documentary thing about whatever? What was it? I can't remember what it was about. Oh, but yeah, I watched it, which is good. Yeah, that's it. I don't know if it was a sensitive topic. Oh, bloody hell. Townsend's in here. Alright, here comes Shaw. Down. I mean, sorry about that. I mean, I'm being very... I don't know whether to believe it's actually you, to be honest. I'll tell you what, though. Man United today, so far, have been useless. Shaw. Rashford. Back to Shaw. Bruno. Go on, Maguire. Just easy ball to Fred. We're just so slow. Lovely ball going forward. Cavani takes it down well. Fred. Out to Wan-Bissaka. Sure. Not sure. Fred. Lovely ball into Harry Maguire. Maguire. Out to Shaw. I mean, it's not been a good start, has it? It's really not been a good start from United. But come on, we can do. We can win this game. Surely, you have. I have to believe we'll be better than this. Maguire, Bailly. This is the problem for me about United. We're just not quick enough at all. It is Craig. Egghead, Mr. I mean, I can't remember calling him Egghead. I mean, I might have. Rashford, go on, Rashford! How has he missed? How has he missed? How has he missed? I quite like Craig from Anfield Agenda. Obviously, never met him or never spoke to him in person. I can't say I watched loads of his videos, but I saw that clip on Twitter and I tweeted him about obviously people giving him abuse and whatever, calling him all sorts of names. I respect him. Obviously, like I said, I'm not a Liverpool fan, so I don't watch him particularly. But his clips are quite funny, which I guess you're a clip channel for him. Hello, Kurt. How are we today? What was your score prediction? Sure. Come on. And here comes Palace on the break. Can you show us the prediction sheet, Finn? Oh, it's a bit of a mess. So, I went for 2-0 I went for 2-0 United. United Live, you went for 3-0. Nico went 2-1. NG went 3-2. Nay went 2-1. CS9 went for 1-0. United Return went for 5-1. Mundo Sports Clips went for 4-3. Or Lee, if it actually is him. Derry went for 2-1. Palace, he thinks Palace will win. Charlie went for 9-0. AFR, what was his actual name? All Round Football. I've spelled round with an R, with an A. I can't spell all round. Bloody hell. Oh. All around. Anyway, he went for 8-2 Palace. And Kurt has just gone 3-0 United. So that's how it's looking right now. It's all over the place. But that's the prediction sheet as it stands. We're not going to be able to fit many more in. But look, if you are all enjoying today's stream, please do hit the like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. And do get involved in the live chat by the side. We have fun here. We have fun. Wan-Bissaka with a throw. Obviously, Wan-Bissaka is against his former club. No one can say any predictions. I mean, people can say their predictions. I think we'll probably. Now Kurt said his. We'll probably cut off predictions for being pinned, unless they are absolutely ludicrous. If at half time someone goes, "Oh yeah, I think Man United are going to win the game 6-2 when the game's still 0-0," I'm going to allow it. Because that's mental. Rashford, lovely ball to Shaw. Shaw whips the ball in. Bruno air kicks it. Bruno, really good play there from Manchester United. Shaw put a really good ball into Bruno. Should do better there for me. Here's Matic. Bruno. Lovely ball out wide to Mason Greenwood from Bruno Fernandes. Good ball in. Well cleared. I'm going good today, bro. Good to hear it, mate. What time is it in Australia? Is it like midday for you, or is it actually still in the morning? Matic. What the fuck was that from Nemanja? Gary Cahill does awfully though. Heads it right to Mason Greenwood. Greenwood, well defended by Palace. Probably overran it a little bit. Foul by Bruno Fernandes though. 8-2 is ridiculous, even if it was United. Never mind Palace. I agree. It's been it's not been a great opening 20 minutes for Manchester United. Palace probably. Would you say they're more dangerous? I imagine Man United stats wise probably the better side, but of course football isn't all about stats. But I mean, I'll load the stats up. Yeah, I mean stats wise we're dominating the game, but I wouldn't say it's been a Man United dominant performance to say the least. 735 here in Australia, bro. I mean, it's not too bad then, is it? It's not ideal still, but it could be worse. I mean, yeah, I suppose that means you would have woken what 7 o'clock, 7 a.m. Watch United. I mean, it's not great still. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I could do that. But again, proves the whole you support your local thing is a load of nonsense. How many Man United fans if Man United were playing at 7 a.m. in the morning in the UK, how many Man United fans who live in Manchester will just say, do you think would be waking up to watch them? I wouldn't imagine too many. Anyway, Fred Bailly. Go on. See, come on. It's so slow. It's not. That's a big problem with United. We are so slow. We just allow teams to get back into position. It's not quick enough. Here's Wan-Bissaka. Lovely ball into Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Well defended by Palace. Shaw will just pick it up. We've grown into it in the last 12 or so minutes, which is better, but still not been amazing. Fred. Greenwood. No, that's Wan-Bissaka. Fred. Matic. Lovely ball into Matic. Greenwood just wide. I think it's a corner. That's why I think Matic has to play. Matic. I don't think McTominay or Fred finds that pass. It's a good block by Kouyaté. I finished up division rather than basically position means goals. Well, I assume you mean in FIFA. What division are you in FIFA, mate? Alright, here comes Shaw with a corner. Ball comes in. Defended Bruno on the edge of the box. Goes out to Luke Shaw. A lovely ball from Bruno Fernandes, who puts it back in. Well defended. Bruno just picks it back up and will give it to Fred on the halfway line. I think, lovely ball from Bruno to Luke Shaw. Puts it into Cavani on the edge of the box. Poor touch. Greenwood. Fred. Wan-Bissaka. Rashford. Wan-Bissaka. Matic. Lovely ball up to Shaw. Bruno puts the ball into the back post. Maguire's arriving. And Van Aanholt does well. But no, it's out for a goal kick. Division 10. Oh, it's not great. Oh, Harry Maguire did win it. He's just bad header. It's a meta division these days. Right. So it's a goal kick for Palace. Look, that was better from us. We're creating good openings there. We're getting especially Shaw. He's getting a lot of crosses in. But look, out of both teams, we're looking most likely to score now, which is what we expect. Benteke, Eze, McCarthy, Milivojevic goes a lovely ball out to Ward. Ward. Kouyaté. 24-6-71 is my record. You're not great at FIFA, my guy. I'm sorry to say, you're not great at FIFA. Lovely turn by Andros Townsend. Sure, foul on Townsend. That will be a free kick to Palace. Kouyaté. When can we do our FIFA match? I mean, I've said it before. You follow me on Twitter, mate. Just randomly when you fancy it, just message me on Twitter, and if I'm free, we can do it. Rashford, Wan-Bissaka, Bruno. Lovely ball out from Bruno Fernandes to Luke Shaw. Shaw. Fred. Bailly. Wan-Bissaka. I'm technically disabled, Finn. Why are you bullying me? Are you actually? I mean, I wouldn't know. I mean, sorry. Sorry to hear that, mate. I don't know. I'm lost. I'm lost for words. But the ball came in from, I don't know who put it in. Cavani headed it over. That's about all that's happened in this game so far. Well, sorry to hear that, mate. I might just like die here. Right. So Crystal Palace with the goal kick of destiny. Fred, no, loses the header out for a throw in. Eze, no, we won't take it quickly. Get Diallo on. No, you can't bring Diallo on, especially yet. I don't think you can bring Diallo on in this game. Oh, Fred, high on Benteke. He isn't meant to be, obviously, but it's poor from Fred. Show Tire to score. He won't come on. Shola won't come on. All right. Oh, it's a bit high. As they puts the ball into the box. Harry Maguire heads away. Wow. Milivojevic. Townsend. McCarthy. Milivojevic into James McCarthy. McCarthy goes long. Looking through Kouyaté's made a dart and run. He'll beat Maguire to the ball. But in Kouyaté's attempt to run inside, Maguire just knocks him out. Knocks him out. That sounds like he means I've. What? I'm actually just cannot speak. In my attempt to say I cannot speak, I forget how to speak. Sums me up today. Bye. Maguire. Bye. Greenwood picks it up. Poor from Mason Greenwood. Here comes Palace. Ward. Van Aanholt goes into Eze. Eze cuts inside. Really good play here from Eze. Looks for Ayew. Poor pass in the end though. And Maguire deals with it. Maguire now finds Mason Greenwood, who's now going to run with it. Poor from Greenwood though. And is that Van Aanholt just picks it up nicely and just goes out to Eze. Greenwood, good tackle though, but it's out for a Palace throw. Not been a bad open, well, last few minutes for Manchester United. Not great though. I think we need to start running at people more. It's all well and good passing it sideways, but a team in a low block, you have to be quicker. You have to be quicker than that when trying to break it on them. You have to break on from their breaks, sort of thing. And we don't. Not nearly enough. You look at what we did against Brighton last season after lockdown. For the, was it Greenwood? No, it was Bruno's volley. We broke quickly on them. They had a breakaway where they committed a lot of men forward, like Palace will and have done. And then what? It was like 3 passes. Matic with his volley pass to Greenwood. He ran it the whole way and I chipped to Bruno Fernandes and volleyed it in. It's every time we can make a breakaway. It's pass it to Maguire, pass it to Bailly, back to Maguire, maybe to Matic, back to one of the centre backs, or maybe to Fred, who will then probably go give it back to a centre back, who will then probably give it to Wan-Bissaka, or maybe to Shaw, and then it might go forward. It's just too slow. Here is Maguire. Where's he going to go? Lovely ball to Shaw. Shaw, where's he going to go? He's going to have the balls to find someone in an attacking position. I mean, after saying that, we've actually done quite well. Bruno, got to get that ball out to Wan-Bissaka. Really poor ball from Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes is passing. It's been off in the last 10 minutes. How many goals do Everton? You just need to win the game. Win, mate. You just win and you'll go fourth. I was playing Rivals and Dubravka jumped on for Fana. Fana's boot and caused it to go in. Classic FIFA. Classic FIFA. That's why I don't play FIFA too often, mate. Ward. Milivojevic. McCarthy. I'll tell you what, Crystal Palace are playing exactly like Manchester United do against the top teams. This is exactly how we play against the top teams. Poor pass from somebody, and Kuyate's on the back foot, but he obviously just clears it upfield. Matic, nicely done. No, sorry, Maguire wins the header really well. Luka Milivojevic as well, finds Townsend, who just goes down the line, but Maguire will easily pick it up. Oh, Harold wins a throw-in. What? Aaron Sevenson, what do you think? It'd be a good signing, but it won't happen until at least next summer. See, there's the thing, because you're on PlayStation, mate. PlayStation is for losers. Everton need a new centre-back and midfielder. Probably, yeah. But I'm more focused on Man United at the moment. Bye. Harry Maguire will bring it out from the back. Sure. Matic. Fred. Greenwood. Wan-Bissaka made a good run, but Greenwood decides to ignore him and go back across. Wow, centre backs in Maguire. Looks for Shaw. Poor. And is that a foul by Luke Shaw? I don't know. Referee hasn't given it. Townsend just went long. Matic wins a throw-in. I'm almost certain that was not a Matic throw. That came off Matic, but linesman and referee has given a throw to United. Matic, sure. Bye. Wan-Bissaka. Matic. Rashford. It's so boring. When is your next Champions League stream and Europa League stream? Well, Champions League and Europa League aren't until next week, mate. So next week. Man United, of course, drew AC Milan in the Champions League, in the Europa League. Sorry, we're definitely not in the Champions League. So that's Thursday, I believe. So of course I will be streaming that. First leg is at Old Trafford. My parents got me the PS4 so they could save a little money because the Xbox One is more. I mean, fair enough. I was only joking around, mate. Don't worry. PS4s are good. Gary Cahill. Milivojevic. Bailly. Rashford. Ball from Marcus Rashford. Bailly. Shaw. Right in the back of Townsend. It's a throw-in. A free kick to Palace. Oh, we are dog. We are actually rubbish. If Rashford or Greenwood left, who would come in? Well, neither of them will leave. I was grateful to get a console because I played on Switch before PS4. I mean, my girlfriend has a Switch. Switches are pretty cool. I quite like them. What's your favourite game? What did you used to play on your Switch? Van Aanholt takes a free kick. Cahill wins it. Cleared by Bailly. Offside given though. Look, I think we can tell. You can tell this game's boring just how I'm like slumped in my chair. It's rubbish from Manchester United again. Rubbish. Maguire, Bailly, back to Maguire. It's this what I mean. It's just slow. Matic. I would say Matic has had a pretty good game so far, to be honest. I mean, his pass to Wan-Bissaka weren't great, but apart from that, I don't think he's been terrible. Maguire goes long. What the fuck? Maguire's been awful today. He has been rubbish today, Harry Maguire. It's so frustrating. Like, and I have to put question marks to Ollie and to the players really. Why can we not just pass through? Palace have found more success trying to pass through us than we have them. Why is that? We just don't have good enough players, and that's the long and short of it, really. You put Matic alongside Donny van der Beek today, we are a better side. Back to Maguire from Fred. Back to Bailly. He'll go to Wan-Bissaka now, will he? Or no? Back to Maguire. Oh, look, we'll go to Matic, who's pretty much at left back position. Matic will bring it forward. But will it go back to... Who's it going to go back to? Back to Maguire. And then he goes long to Shaw. It's rubbish. What is this? Where is the patterns of play? Where is Where is the coaching about passing through the lines? Stream Chelsea versus Liverpool. That is tomorrow. I'll think about it. I'll look at it, but I can't. I'm not going to say for definite yes. Matic. Back to Bai. Bai will bring it out. Give it out to Wan-Bissaka. Cavani, get in the box. What love. Brilliant play there from Wan-Bissaka. Eze did really well just to stop him. And it's a corner for United. I got my Switch when it came out for because it was my birthday, and I got 2K19 with it. Started playing it in 2009 when Super Mario came out on the 20. Playing it up. Fair enough. Are you not a big fan of that, or do you just not have many games on it? I quite like it. I mean, oh. Van Aanholt. I don't have one myself. Like I said, I play it with my girlfriend sometimes, but I think it's quite fun. Yeah, the biggest problem with Nintendo is that they don't have proper games. Like, obviously, they're the only ones that have like Mario, Sonic, and games like that. But they don't have proper FIFA, do they? They don't have like Call of Duty, for example. So I don't think they'll ever be able to reach the level of what Xbox and PlayStation's offer. But all at the same time, I think they're in slightly different markets. I think you look at a Switch, it's a portable device, isn't it? Portable that you can make into one for for the living room. But mainly it's a portable game console, isn't it? Like a DS or a PSP. If you guys even remember PSP. Bloody yeah. We're actually 3 minutes till half time, guys. And it's been fucking shit. This is classic Manchester United. Like I've said, we see this far too much. Bloody yeah, what the hell is this? Here is Shaw. Lovely cut inside from Shaw. What? Why don't we ever play it down the right hand side? Why is it never down the right hand side? Lovely play from Matic. Matic there again, proving why he has to play for me. Matic puts the ball into a box. Well defended. Fred picks it up on the edge of the box. Don't shoot. Wan-Bissaka, what a ball across! Joel Ward with a fantastic piece of defending. What a ball across the box from Wan-Bissaka. No, I have Fortnite on it. Haven't touched it in decades. In NBA 19 and Super Mario Maker 2. Fair enough. You should get Mario Kart, mate. Oh, if you want it. Here's that chance again. Fred gave it out to Wan-Bissaka. It's an incredible ball. Well, if that's Trent Alexander-Arnold, he's getting so many plaudits, that Wan-Bissaka, for that. I just had to put my headphones on to see what Gary Neville was saying about the cross. And from what I could tell, he was saying, what a cross. What a ball in. Right. Ball out to Van Aanholt. Van Aanholt puts the ball into a box. Dean Henderson comes out well and claims. Sure. Matic. Into Maguire. Now quickly give it to Bailly. There's half time. Half time in probably what's been the most boring game of the season so far. Crystal Palace 0, Manchester United 0. What has happened? What? That is the most boring game of football I think I've ever watched. I can't believe that's half time. I cannot believe that's half time. What a boring game so far. Bloody. I'm actually. What have we just seen from Manchester United? It's so slow. It's so sideways, backwards. We've created absolutely nothing. Our best chance is like the first time we use the right hand side and Wan-Bissaka puts a cross in. Something. What is going on with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and his team? Because look, it's all well and good blaming the players, but there is no way that we just completely neglect our right hand side just on a whim. This has to be an Ole Gunnar Solskjaer thing. It has to be. We just never, ever use our right hand side. Never. And it's not good enough. We're so one dimensional. So we don't go down the right. We don't really go down the centre ever. It's just give it to Luke Shaw. Let's hope Luke Shaw can beat a man or something. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. I had the PSP and had GTA San Andreas. I went to the strip all day. I got tired of that. I went into the airport. You started killing people on the escalator with the motorbike. Fair enough. The good old days. GTA is fun, to be fair. GTA is a fun game to play. Anyway, I'm quickly going to go get myself a drink. So I'll be back in 5 minutes. And we'll have a little discussion about what we think of the game so far. Hello. Got some apple. So what do you guys make of the first half? For me, we're just too slow. We're playing Crystal Palace. Our best player for me has been Matic. I think that says all you need to know about our performance so far. It's not been good enough. If going back to our prediction sheet, I think we can probably safely rule out United returns 5-1. We can probably rule out all around football and his 8-2 prediction. Charlie's 9-0 is probably also out the picture. And Mundo Sports Clips is 4-3. That's probably also out the picture. I mean, it's not looking promising, mate. Man City did ban not play Point Bro. What? What do you mean? No. I'm really confused what you mean, Kurt, mate. Have you got your food and drink? I had some apple and now I've got some water. Cholet Tiro will score 9 goals in 10 minutes. When he come, he won't. Cholet won't come on, and I stand by. He should not come on. Realistically, Cholet has what is he 17, 18? Man City banned. Point for league, brother. Banned playing. Point for league. What's point for league? I have no idea. But what we'll do, we'll have a quickie look at the league table. So, as it stands, Manchester United go a point above Leicester City in second place, while Man City's lead at the top of the Premier League table would then move and become 14. Not looking great. Not looking great. I mean, we won a title race, so it doesn't really matter. But we need to do better than this. If he comes on, you have to give me mod, deal or no deal. If you're so confident he won't come on, take it. Sure. Sure, go on then. Alright, actually, let me... Well, I'm almost certain he won't come on. Actually, yeah, fuck it, actually. I'm not... No, he won't come on. What I was about to say is, yeah, Shola won't come on. Yeah, yeah, go on then. No, Diallo's more likely. I mean, with Shola, he's 17. I don't think he's looked great whenever he's come on. He won't come on in this game. He's there to make up numbers. I mean, if somehow we go 5-0 up, then then maybe we'll bring him on. But first of all, I don't think that will happen. Second of all, even then, he might not come on. I don't think we'll make subs. And if we do, it'll be James and it'll be McTominay. Yeah, if Manchester United are to make 3 changes, it'll be McTominay, James and Diallo. Right. So, I'm quickly going to be back. 5 seconds. Yep. Right, I'm back as the players are walking out. Someone started buzzing at my door. Show that he's coming on. No, he's not coming on. Shola's not coming on. Coming on. He's not coming on. He won't come on. Even if Charlie's prediction of 9-0 happened, I still don't think he'd come on. If we started winning 9-0, Williams would come on. So would James and Ahmad. Shola won't come on. I'm so confident. No changes made at half time. So kickoff about to occur for the second half. Right, there we go. Come on, United. Right, so as always, if you are as is the case in the first half, if you are watching the game with us, and you'll probably be slightly ahead. So if you want to sync your game up with my time, which is just there, which is pretty much bang on for the second half, then we'll be able to watch it at the same time. If you don't want to do that, please, as always, don't ruin the game in the comments by saying if there's a goal or something. Just wait for us to react and then we'll do it. Finn, do you live in a house, apartment or on-campus accommodation? On-campus accommodation, mate. Right, corner comes in. Bruno takes it. Puts the ball in. Easily headed away by Kuyata, I think that is. Harry Maguire. Go on, Harold. Puts the ball into the box. Vicente Guaita claims very well. It's not a great ball in from Maguire. No, it's a really poor one. It's too high, too close to the goalkeeper. Perfect, you'd say, for the keeper to come and grab. Ugarte. Cahill. Waiter just launches one into the ground, into the crowd. Wan-Bissaka. Bruno. I think there is a problem with how deep Bruno he's having to come sometimes. It's really poor. Do you have a water fountain or a bottle dispenser thing? No, we have a tap. We have a tap. I mean, we have a water filter, which we fill up with water and put in the fridge. But we just have a tap. Watford and Norwich might come up to the Premier League this season. I think Norwich getting promoted would be a bad thing to happen for Max Aarons. I think if he stays in if Norwich stay in the Championship, Max Aarons will go for what, 10 million, maybe 15 million cheaper than they'd be demanding in the Prem. Anyway, corner here for Crystal Palace. I don't know what's going on here. Man United have to keep a clean sheet today. We are not scoring 2 goals. I can tell you that for free at this point. Especially if we do concede. You go for around £24. I assume you mean million. I would say that's about fair. But yeah, I mean, if Norwich get promoted, I imagine they'll want 40. Similar to what Man United had to pay for Wan-Bissaka. Benteke went for the bicycle kick. I don't know what was going on there. But it is a corner for Palace again. They're third on a trot. Maguire heads it away. Greenwood just follows up and just smacks it away to the halfway line. And Joel Ward will just head it back to Guaita. And Bruno Fernandes actually bursts in the gut to try and get to it. But he does well. Matic turns out well. Matic, lovely ball looking for Rashford. But Joel Ward does well. I tell you what, today, so far, Matic has been our best player. Which is concerning when we're playing Crystal Palace. Long ball. Maguire, he does awfully there, Maguire. Ayew! Good strike. Henderson saves right at him. He'd go for around 25 to 35 minutes if they go up. He'll go for 20 if they stay up. If they stay down, they'll go. I think he'll go for 20. Yeah, about 25 to 30 if they stay down, and about 35 to 40 if they get promoted. Because I think Aarons would force it more if they didn't get promoted. I think he'll force it anyway, somewhat. Lovely spin by Fred. Plus, if they get promoted, they need to buy. Well, they need money to be able to buy players. If they're staying in the Championship, they've got a good enough squad for the Championship. Who do you think will get promoted? I don't know. I couldn't tell you, mate, to be honest. Probably Brentford would probably come up. But apart from that, I don't know. I simply don't know. I don't keep an eye on it enough to be able to tell you. Milivojevic. And are you doing versus Mars? Mars? Do you mean like Malta? I don't. Who could you actually mean? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know who you mean by Mars, but maybe. Long ball from Guaita. Bruno Fernandes. Not Bruno. Wan-Bissaka wins the header. Guaita goes long. Tell you what. That our front line today has been awful. Wan-Bissaka does well. Fucking hell, Fred. He is rubbish, isn't he? He's just not good enough. Matic, good interception. Classy player, Nemanja Matic. It's embarrassing that Matic is has been our best player today. Here's Cavani. What is this, about his 4th touch of the day? Matic. Lovely ball into Rashford. Maguire. Matic. Fred. Mason Greenwood. Wan-Bissaka. Looks to fire a cross in. Come on. How much would Fred be or Greenwood? Fred in the current market, you'd sell him, if you were selling him 10 million, 20 million, maybe 25. Greenwood would be 80. Because with players like Greenwood, you're paying for their potential. Right, Kouyaté just knocks it back to Vicente Guaita. At this point, United Live, I assume you're talking about the planet Mars. And you actually didn't mean to put Mars, which is... it's just, I don't know. At this point, we just get the win over the line. I don't care how we do it at this point. We just have to get it over the line. It's not good enough. It's not been good enough. Just get it over the line. Get it over and done with, and get out of here. Get out of London with 3 points. I read it, mate, but I'm just lost. I'm not reading it out loud, mate. Oh yeah. I had to work out if Euros would be in 2018, which it would be, wouldn't it? Greenwood. Good play. Come on. Nah. If Fernandes leaves, who would replace him? I don't know. Depends when, doesn't it? It's impossible to... Bloody hell. It's impossible to answer them sort of questions. Because if he leaves next summer, then it will be different to if he leaves in 4 summers' time, wouldn't it? And I don't think Fernandes will leave Mate, not this summer, but summer after, if we're still here, still where we are, and he's still putting up the incredible numbers he's putting up, he won't be here for long. Mate, this is it's just getting stupid now, mate. Eze. Bailly! What's happened there from Eric Bailly? Eze! Foul by Fred. Stupid by Fred. And Milivojevic will have a chance from the free kick. Edge of the box. Milivojevic, very, very good free kick taker. If I remember correctly. Eze, I think he's pretty good as well. Fucking hell. Bloody hell, Fred. What's he complaining about? It's a foul. And Milivojevic will take the free kick for Crystal Palace. Come on. Please just miss the target, Milivojevic. Come on, Dean Henderson. Dean Henderson. Come on. Milivojevic! Good, well blocked by the wall. Matic wins the first header. Townsend! Just wide! Matic blocked in the wall, headed it clear, well, sort of flicked it away, and Townsend just wide. I cannot believe it. How are we making Crystal Palace look like prime PSG or Barcelona? It's Crystal Palace! It's Crystal Palace! There's Cavani. Tackled by Milivojevic. Cahill just smashes it out. Mars vs England on the planet Mars. How would you be able to broadcast it? I don't know. How long you pay for your licence fee, BBC will do it somehow, wouldn't you? Wouldn't they? Rashford. Matic. What I don't understand is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Manchester United fans will go on about progress. Where is the progress with this? We've got better players, but what else? We completely neglect our right hand side. It's a joke. Look, bring it out to the right. Where's Wan-Bissaka? There he is. Now get the cross in. Fred. Rashford. Sure. Fucking hell. Sure. Get him. Well, I was going to say get him off. Who do you bring on? McTominay? He's not good enough. The progress is in the bin, mate. I agree. Bring Diallo on in midfield for Fred. You can't bring them two on for Fred. Shola's not a centre mid. The only centre mid we have on our bench, on a 9-man bench, is McTominay, and he's not even fit. But don't worry, we've got a whole back four and goalkeeper on there. What the fuck is going on? Wan-Bissaka. Fred goes long. Fucking crap. Why are we going? It's literally, it's either sideways, backwards, or it's a fucking worldie ball. Every time. Just play it simple. Play forward. Oh. I did search when she banned from Champions League for 2 seasons, bro. No, that was being investigated last year, but they came back as what's it called? Because that was for FFP and for breaking it over the space of like 3-4 years. But then they took it to CAS, which is like the headboard for like bannings and that in sport, and they got let off. Crystal Palace have dominated the second half possession-wise, 53-47. What the hell's going on? This is Crystal Palace. This is Crystal Palace. Rashford. Go on, Marcus. Runs into a fucking load of players. And look, I don't like to say my own players, but let's be real here. These world-class shouts for some of our players. Fucking hell, Benteke. Benteke is rubbish. He's only our player, and he just saved us a goal. If Benteke was actually a decent footballer, would be a goal behind. He had space and just fucking misses the ball. Fred goes long again. Looking for Bruno out. People, look, yeah, like I was saying, people will give world-class shouts to some of our players. Like Marcus Rashford. I've seen some for Harry Maguire. Marcus Rashford is not world-class. Can we agree on that? I'm sorry. Like then, when Rashford had the ball and started running, world-class players do not run into about 8 men. They don't do that. That doesn't happen with world-class players. Our players just aren't good enough. That's long and short about it. Look, again, people would like to look. If Martial was playing today, he would be the scapegoat. But Martial's not good enough. Where's Cavani been today? Where has he been? Rashford, awful. Greenwood, has he done much? Not really. I don't think he's done badly, but I don't think he's done anything. Again, we just completely neglect our right hand side. And I say it must be tactics, because we do it every game. It's not just a one-off. It's seemingly every game. We neglect our right-hand side. It's always to Shaw. It's always to Rashford. What the fuck was that? It's like, if Martial was playing today, like I say, he'd be getting absolutely slated. I think it's abundantly clear. The problem with this Manchester United team is not Anthony Martial, but yet he's the one who always gets blamed for everything. How can Manchester United come to Selhurst Park, put in a performance like this, without Martial, and Martial be the big problem? Matic, Bruno, Shaw. Bruno. Foul on Maguire by Benteke. Make a sub. Who for? Who could you bring on? Who could you bring on? And this is what I said before the game. I wouldn't have started Cavani today. I don't think he's played well. Martial technically he's not. He wasn't in the World Cup in the France squad, so he's not a World Cup winner. But yeah, I said I wouldn't have started Cavani, and so far I would say I was right to say it. He's been absolutely anonymous. He may as well not be there. He's done nothing. And like we were with West Brom, and I said it at the West Brom game, now we're looking to the bench, looking for that player that will make a difference. We can bring on and change the game. We're looking at fucking Dan James to do that. Dan James. What? Bailly. Out to Greenwood. Bruno. Wan-Bissaka. Fred. Matic. Go on, Nemanja. Matic strikes. Blocked. Fair enough. I don't blame Matic for shooting there. Manchester United are so bad right now. Am I surprised? Did I not say it would be this type of game? I said we will struggle to create something today. Crystal Palace are being the better team. I mean, I wouldn't say they're the better team, but they're not far from it. I would say it's fairly even, which is, considering our teams, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Dan James is the standards of this club. I've said it once and I'll say it again. What was the plan? Here comes Greenwood. What was the sort of plan? The Benteke is better than Rashford. He's not better than Rashford. Benteke is rubbish. He's effective at what Benteke has been asked to do today. He's been effective. They hit him and they let him hold it up or whatever. I don't think Benteke's played well, but Benteke's probably had more influence in this game than Cavani has, which is a massive concern. Who do Man United need to sign? Well, I don't realistically. I think a lot of what we need we've got at the club. Donny van de Beek, Matt Pogba today would be massive. Would change it for us if it is partnered alongside Matic. Obviously, they're injured today. Right winger, maybe, yeah. I think right back, fine. Left back, fine. 2 centre backs today have been fine. It's just too slow. And like I said after the Chelsea game, end of the season, for me, Ollie should be let go of. And look, I wanna have confidence and say, oh yeah, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will win us a league title. Benteke's rubbish. He's not good enough to start for Palace for me. But what are you telling me a better manager doesn't get more out of this group of players? Of course they fucking do. And look, we can all call for subs. Who do you bring on? Who can you bring on? Absolutely nobody. Well, apart from Dan James, he's the only one that's been playing recently. It's awful. Look, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he's what? Is it round of 16 in the Europa League? Got to us another semi-final and lost. He's what? Is it 6th round? Is it quarterfinals of the FA Cup now? Might be round of 16 in the FA Cup, where we got Leicester. second in the Premier League. You can't sack him now. But like we did with Van Gaal when he won the FA Cup, I think he should be let go at the end of this season. Next season, get a proper manager, because a better manager will get a better tune out of this team. A better manager would have Cavani in this game. A better manager would be using our right hand side much better. We actively avoid playing it to our right hand side. Actively avoid it. Here comes Fred. Greenwood. Greenwood does really well. Fred goes out to Marcus Rashford. Lovely ball. Luke Shaw. Look, we've got what? 17 minutes left of this game. It's been useless. Shola for Cavani, Dan James for Rashford. No, you can't. Shola cannot come on. Shola is the last. Well, yeah. Shola is the last person that has to actually come on in this game. Last person. Who's coming on? McTominay's coming on. Scott McTominay's coming on. That's the game changer, is it? Scott McTominay. McTominay's on for Fred. At least he's made a change. McTominay has to get forward. But I don't see much different. I thought McTominay was really bad against Chelsea. I thought he was bad against Chelsea. And if he's not fully fit, why is he coming? Well, I mean, we have to change it, I suppose, didn't we? Rashford. Sure. Bailly. McTominay. Oh, he's forward already. Go on, McTominay. Fucking hell, McTominay. He picks it up in a fantastic position there, McTominay, on the edge of the box. He turned. Should just get the shot away. Look, brilliant from McTominay. Picks it up. There, just shoot. Look, for the first time, we've seen exactly what I said. But it was McTominay, not Fred. So where's McTominay? For the first time, we've seen this. We've seen a player getting in. We haven't seen that from Fred. That's what we need to see today for the rest of this game. Let McTominay play in this position. Let Shaw get high, get wide. Let Rashford come in a little bit. Let Wan-Bissaka, he wants to play here. Again, this is what I mean. That diagonal. That sort of diagonal. Let Bruno get him there. Wan-Bissaka, there. Then he can get forward, get across in if he needs to. Or he can give it to Rashford. Or he can give it to McTominay. 3 options there. Triangle. Triangle. Then when triangles. But no. All game it's been sort of that. What's that? Change here. Dan James is now coming on for Cavani. Right change for me. The Greenwood will go up top. And James has gone out onto the right. I think that's the right sub. Cavani has been in there. But what I would say is we've now got a wide player that will cross the ball. But we now have taken off our best header of the ball and the striker that is apparently our best striker and someone who's always there for crosses. Again, this is why Cavani should have been on the bench. It made 0 sense not to start Cavani on the bench. For me, Dan James is not at striker. Dan James is out on the right. Greenwood's gone up top. Just because he came off of Cavani does not mean he's playing up top. Oh, look. Dan James is on the right-hand side. McTominay finds Dan James. Go on, Dan. Pulls it to the back edge of the box. Bruno. Sure. Header. Dan James almost. Dan James has come on and has done more than Cavani in about a minute. Dan James. He's been our best attacker today. He's been on for a minute. No, like I said at the start, why did Cavani start? He definitely wasn't fit. He had nothing to do all game. He was anonymous, and now we've had to take him off to change the game, and now we're without someone whose job throughout his career has just been putting the ball into the back of the net, and now we're relying on a teenager who, yes, in his youth days he's played as a number 9, but for the first team, he's played as a number 9 a handful of times. Where's the thinking behind it? Oh, it's mind-boggling. I've predicted this in 2 games in a row, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer hasn't. Oh, I don't get it. I just don't get it. Here is Shaw. Awful. We might lose it here. I have just as much faith in us winning this game as I do losing it. To be honest. I really, really do. What have we created? I mean, the subs came late, didn't it, really? You'd have to say. But at least they're on, I guess. But I wouldn't say they were done at the right time. Goals conceded in the final 15 minutes of games. Crystal Palace have conceded the most. I imagine Man United might have scored the most. We've scored quite a lot. My prediction might be wrong. Your prediction of 2-1. Yeah, that's definitely wrong, mate. No way. No chance is there going to be 3 goals in this game. There'll be a goal either way. Maybe max 2. I could see Man United scoring, and then Palace coming out, just trying to get a second one. United hitting them on the break and scoring. But no way is there going to be 3 goals. Long ball. Crap. Also, I'd like to say again, what has Marcus Rashford done today? What has he done today? Go on, Greenwood. Greenwood straight over the bar. Unlucky Mason Greenwood, creating something out of nothing, really. What has Rashford done today? Absolutely useless today. Again, Marcus Rashford. But will he get any criticism? No, he won't. And will he start next game? Yes, he will. Well, I mean, he has to start against Manchester City, doesn't he, really? What? Actually, have we even had a shot on target today? Apart from that Matic chance. Our only shot on target today, despite having 10 shots, 63% possession, and we have 9 minutes left of this game, was that Matic one in about the first minute. Is that not concerning? let's look at Crystal Palace. Got absolutely played off the park by Brighton, and even Brighton, who have probably one of the worst goal scoring tallies in the league, scored against Palace. We've made their defence look like fucking prime Juventus, prime Italy. It's embarrassing. The only positives I can really say is, again, the centre backs work. The centre back partnership of Bailly and Maguire makes us better, but it's not going to make you win a game. Defensively, we haven't looked in danger really much, but going forward, absolute dog shit. Where has Phil Jones gone? He's injured. He's been injured all season. Is that Jeffrey Schlupp? Yep, Jeffrey Schlupp's coming on for Eberezer Eze. 5 at the back then, sort of thing for Palace by the looks of it. Oh, it's a 4-4-2 actually, isn't it? And then Eze will go left mid. What minute did McTominay come on? Because apart from that chance really earlier, I cannot actually remember McTominay touching the ball. Oh, here it is. He knocks it back to Bailly. Goes long. Greenwood misses the header. Townsend puts the ball into the box. Henderson comes out well. I mean, Phil Jones could not have done a worse job today than Rashford or Cavani. Even really Greenwood. Phil Jones and Eric Bailly would be a class duo. Oh, I would shit myself. Every time someone attacked, I would shit myself. Because Bailly would be fine, but Bailly's just mental, and I think he's prone to a clanger, and Phil Jones is just Phil Jones. I tell you what, under LVG, under Mourinho, do you think we would have been this bad against this Palace side? Do you think we could be any worse under them? I don't. But they would be hounded for this by the fans. Our only shot on target has been Matic. It's not good enough. And I can't say it enough. Dan Jane, where's he gone? There he is. Get him on the ball more. He's had like 3 touches and has been our best attacker. Greenwood, get out wide. Get out wide, quickly. Why are you cutting back? Who's the best club in your opinion? Well, what do you mean, like currently, like playing wise? I think you're looking at Bayern Munich, PSG, and Man City, unfortunately. I don't know how good of a manager Ten Hag is, but he has a fantastic team, and he's showing you how to dominate the world, isn't he? Do you ever expect Bayern Munich not to win games? Like I said this. I had a bet on Bayern Munich. And they were losing at half time. I think they were like 2-0 down. I said to my brother, I have no worries about Bayern Munich. They're like one of the only teams in the world that they can be 2-0 down at half time and you still think they'll win it 5-2. Man United, we come into games against Palace, who aren't a good side, and think we might lose this game. There's the difference. And I know it's Bayern Munich, and we're not, our player-wise, we're not as good as Bayern Munich. But that should be the standard. Mourinho, under Mourinho, we scored early goals and sat back to win 1-0. With Mourinho, yeah, it was that. It was scoring early, sit back, soak up pressure. If you can score another one or two, fantastic. And at the end, you go for the kill again. And I remember we were fucking poor pass from McTominay. Wan-Bissaka just about keeps it on. But if you remember the first, was it 3 games under Mourinho when the year we came second? It was 4-0 West Ham, 4-0 Swansea. Was it 4-0 Everton as well? Wan-Bissaka puts the cross in. It's a great ball into the back post. Can't get it. Shaw strikes wide on his weaker right side. I was thinking of Celtic. Oh, Celtic are dog, aren't they? They've been dogged this season, I should say. Fucking hell, that was awful. We've got 2 minutes left, by the way. 2 minutes left of this game. 2 minutes left. It's flown past, but not in a good way. We've been useless again. Again, where is the progress? How is this any different to when we were drawing 0-0 to Burnley? At least when we played Drew 0-0 to Burnley under Mourinho, it was because Tom Heaton had a worldie and just kept denying Zlatan. This we've not created a chance. Oh no! What a save, Dean Henderson! Should be 1-0. That should be 1-0, Crystal Palace. Good save by Dean Henderson. And there we go. Is that fucking Maguire? Maguire! Oh, he is so bad. He is so bad, Maguire. Nearly cost us a goal because he himself can't even keep an offside line. Man City are gone with the title anyway. Yeah, they are. I don't know why Van Aanholt didn't just smash it front post. I think he scores that. He should score that, Van Aanholt, if he smashes that front post. We're in the 90th minute. What, about 2 minutes out of time? 2 minutes. It's a joke. It's embarrassing. Why is Ollie? Ollie just sat there like, I don't know. What are you doing, Ollie? Embarrassing. I told you Shola won't come on. No chance he was coming on. Unless we win this game and go and beat him for the rest of the season. No. We could go and beat him for the rest of the season and we still won't win the league. We are, 13? 15 points behind Man City now? Where do you think Man City are dropping these points? It's all well and good winning all our games and beating Man City, but Man City aren't losing games. McTominay. What the fuck is that? Rubbish. Right. I don't know if the stream just went down, but should be back. But yeah, you can't sack Ollie because he's second. Kouyaté, their centre-back, gets a man of the match. McTominay. What the fuck was that? Booking on someone. Well, for someone. Jaro Riedewald. Last minute, and we're just passing it around the back. And there's full time. Palace 0, Manchester United 0. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done, boys. Awful. And I'm looking forward to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's presser. What's he going to say about that? What was my prediction? 2-0. Awful. Awful. But the truth is, like I said earlier, our players are not as good as we seem to make out. I've said it for ages. Marcus Rashford, and I'm not. It's just not just Marcus Rashford. He's not as good as people make out. Again, awful today. Useless. I can't. That for me, Rashford arguably worse than what Martial was against Sheffield United. But would he get as much criticism? As much? Would he get slated as much? No, he won't. No, he won't. Not really. They could lose every game. We could lose every game. There's very few. I have more faith in us beating Man City, which I don't have much faith in, than us winning this game. And beating the big sides, and I do have us beating the smaller sides. And that is shocking. Offered absolutely nothing. Sheffield United scored against Villa, kept a clean sheet. We couldn't score today. We couldn't score against Crystal Palace. We had one shot on target, and that was Matic. That came about a minute in. This is Van Gaal football. Well, I mean, at least with Van Gaal, I can understand where we were going. Look, you're telling me that's good enough. And like I say, I'm firmly give Ollie the rest of the season. I think you have to give Ollie the rest of the season. You can't sack a manager as it's currently that is second in the Premier League and are doing as well as we are really in cups. You can't. But you look at Van Gaal, who would be proud of this sort of performance, possession wise. But I don't think we created anything. But at least with Van Gaal, I think I would have thought I can see what he's trying to do there. I could see the patterns in play. I could see where we were building. I can't see it with Ollie. I can't. And we're 2.5 years in. Van Gaal got 2 years and was sacked when he was trying to completely change how we were playing. What's Ollie's excuse? Ollie has better players. Yes, he probably signed better than Van Gaal. You look at some of Van Gaal's signings. Morgan Schneiderlin was poor. But you look at what some people have said about Van Gaal and his time here. Rooney saying he's learnt more from Van Gaal than he's learned from any other manager. Is that the case with Ollie? Ollie, I just don't think he's good enough. And like I keep saying, you can't sack him yet. I don't think you can sack him yet. But to say he should be our best. He's the best man for the job. I would have to disagree, and I'll say no, he's not. And that's the way I see it. How are we having less shots on target than Crystal Palace? How is that happening? Never mind waiting till the end of the season to sack Ollie. Sack him immediately. He's terrible. You can't sack him straight away. You can't sack him now. You can't. It's not the right time. You need to give him time to try and change it. But don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by this project. Like I said, I'm looking forward to hearing what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's excuse for today will be. And because should we have had a penalty day? No. So we can't blame officials, can't blame VAR, which he loves to do. He'll probably say, "Oh, we didn't have enough quality on the ball." How many times is when's enough enough? How many times can you keep going back to not enough quality on the ball? Just weren't good enough. In the end, it's not that these players aren't good enough. Well, some of them aren't. It's you're not doing good enough. I mean, if we drop out of the top 4 at any point this season for a sustained period of time, maybe you have to sack him. Yeah, maybe you do have to sack him. But it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. And again, like I said about Rashford, awful today, Marcus Rashford. But if that's Anthony Martial, if that's whoever else, he gets praised. It's awful. I can't believe it. Like, look, we were all disappointed after Chelsea, but I didn't say it, but there was the feeling among the fan base. Look, we were going for a tough run. Chelsea, Man City, Palace, all 3 in the space of a week. If we don't beat Chelsea, we get a draw against Chelsea. We beat Palace. We draw to City. That's fine. Maybe we'll think, yeah, that's all right. That's not great. It's not great, but it's fine. We're now looking in the space out of a possible 9 points. We're looking at 2. What the fuck is that? Because do I think we'll go to Man City and win? No, I don't. We need to improve our defence, maybe. Well, I mean, we could say that, but if you look at the stats, defence did their job. 8 shots, 2 on target. Is that a defence issue? What should be more concerning is how our attack, and let me load up our team. They have Ayew, Benteke. Benteke scored what? 2 goals last season? Eze, championship last season. Townsend, I don't know. Ayew, not great. And they're without their best player in Zaha. What? How are they doing better than world-class Rashford, than world-class Cavani, than Greenwood? What's happened? That is shocking. Also, again, when we went into half time, we all said, boring. We need to be better in the second half. We came out and was probably worse. How does that happen? One thing we've all that has always been put at Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is how good he is as a man manager or whatever, or as a motivator. I've seen that today. Clearly, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer didn't go into the dressing room because these players aren't motivated in that second half at all. Changes, bench. What was going on there on the bench? What was going on? Rashford. How did he stay on the pitch for 90 minutes today? Useless again. When was the last time Marcus Rashford got subbed off full stop? his favourite. It's his favourite all the time, playing 90 minutes. Current form predicts us to finish 5th. Wow. That's shocking, isn't it? We were top on the 12th of January. We went top of the league. Top of the Premier League. About a month ago. About just over a month ago. Nearly 2 months ago. We are now... How many points are we? Is it 14? We are now 14 points behind. So, nearly 5 wins behind Manchester City. What is that? And look, if you look at man of the match, and we will get into player ratings, but not quite yet. Who is your man of the match contenders? Matic, who in the second half, I don't think that he was as good as he was in the first half, but I thought I don't think he was terrible. But it's probably Dean Henderson, Matic, or maybe James for what he did for the 2 minutes after he came on. Again, where is the use of our right hand side? Dan James came on off the bench. Instantly did something. Instantly. I can't remember something happening. Dan James getting the ball afterwards. So we don't go down our right hand side. It's to Luke Shaw. It's to Rashford. Rashford then loses it. Then we're defending. Then it's the centre backs. Then it's to the other centre back. Then it's the DM. Let me get the big screen up. Do I have a picture of a football? Let me get one up. Right, there we go. So, what happens with this team, which isn't good enough? Benteke. So, what happens with McTominay or Fred? So, let's say the ball's with Maguire here. Matic could offer himself. McTominay could offer himself. But no, where is it going? It's going to Bailly. Bailly will then look up. Looks both sides. Back to Maguire. Then it might go to Matic. Luke Shaw's probably bombed on, so it's kind of more as a free. But then it's back into Matic, into midfield. So here, where could we go? Rashford's probably pulled inside. It's kind of now more like that. So what happens? Matic will either go into Shaw, or most likely, back to Maguire. And then Maguire, he's thought, you know what, I'm fed up of just passing it sideways. I'm bored of doing that. Gung-ho! Smash it out wide. And it's usually either out here or Luke Shaw will be there to pick it up. Matic will then come inside. Wan-Bissaka's not really getting forward. And now we're here. And because of all this knocking around the back, Crystal Palace are back in their formation, back in line, back in their two banks of 4, back with a low line, and we've got fuck all to work with. And again, like I said, look at that bench. Well, no, look at that. Look at that starting 11. Look at that bench. Who do you bring on? We had to take off our best striker that we took today. Our best striker for Dan James, because first of all, Cavani wasn't fit and because he had nothing all game. When eventually we bring on a player that could create something for him, we take him off. It's shocking. And Gary Neville he's I don't know what he's saying, but I can guarantee he won't be slating Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who deserves it. Look, are the players good enough? Probably not. But is that the excuse? No. You're not telling me if Pochettino was here, if if Klopp, if Pep, if they're all of them here, you're saying we wouldn't have put a better performance in? Of course we would have. Right. Uh. What I'm concerned about, and look, I'm looking forward to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's presser. Does Ollie think that was good enough? Because if he does, if he thinks that's good enough, and he hasn't made mistakes again today, and he thinks, oh, we just didn't have the luck of the game, that's arguably sackable now. Obviously, we shouldn't, and it's laughable to think that's Manchester United. And look, we were in a title race. Look, I don't think any of us really thought we would win it. And we had a nice laugh at 21 in 21. 21 to lift number 21. But did any of us really think we'd win it? But when we got in there, and it's what we've seen. We got foot top, and we bottle it. So, for all this, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he's a man motivator. Whatever. How good of a man motivator is he? Is that whenever we get to a big game, we bottle it. FA Cup semi-final last year. Ollie went defensive. He bottled it himself. We lost. Embarrassingly so. Carabao Cup last season. Carabao Cup this season. Embarrassed both games. Well, yeah, we got taught footballing lessons in both them games. Sevilla lost. Shouldn't have lost, but we lost it. Bottled it. We went top of the league. What happened? Bottled it. Last season, when we looked like we were going to get top 4, what happened? We started to try and bottle it. Bottled against Southampton last minute. West Ham 1-0. Crap. This group of players, I've said it once and I'll say it again, bottlers. And for that to be the case, when we've got a manager that has won trophies upon trophies, under a manager that is apparently an amazing motivator, a man manager, it clearly isn't the case. Clearly. It's bizarre. I mean, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? If we go to the league table, we look at the league table. At this point now, we are assuming Everton win their game in hand, we are 5 points away from 4th. What's going on? We're playing Crystal Palace today, and half the time, if I go to this, these fullbacks were there. Why were these two not allowed to be here? Why was the ball never down this right hand side? I say it must be tactical. I say it must be tactical that we don't use our right hand side. But what sort of absolute idiot completely eradicates one side of their play. One side of play. But it must be tactical, surely. Because if it wasn't, it wouldn't happen every game. And second of all, Ollie would have said, what's going on here? It's not something that's new. I don't know. I've said it a couple times on this channel. Just nothing down the right hand side. You look at Man City. They play both. They use both flanks all the time. Constant changing. Same with Chelsea under Thomas Tuchel. We don't use our right hand side. People will blame Wan-Bissaka for that, but clearly Wan-Bissaka wasn't the issue, because Wan-Bissaka put probably the best cross of the game in for us. What's going on? And what I want to do, we'll look at that together. When did the subs come? First sub, 74th minute. And then 2 minutes later, Cavani came off for James. Again, too late. 16 minutes we left. McTominay and Dan James, two players who aren't great in full stop, to try and change the game. Like we did against Chelsea, you gave Martial 10 minutes to try and change the game. Wolves, we didn't even make a change. We won it 1-0. And we've seen a lot of these 1-0 last minute wins. And we think, oh, that's the sign of champions. You win when you don't play well. But at some point, you have to just say, look, we're not good enough. And when you're doing it as often as we have, and you don't make changes as often as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doesn't make changes, it's not, sign of champions. It's a sign of a fucking idiot. It's a sign of an idiot. It's what's the definition of an insanity? Trying the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. That's what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's done for the last pretty much all of this season and last season. The best I stand by this. The best we've played under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in a sustained period of time was after lockdown. When have we gone back to that? We haven't really. We've signed good players. We don't do that. We'll win 1-0 against City and everyone will say he's the right man for the job. I don't think we'll win against City. I would love to, but I don't think we will. But in a bit, bro. Let's get into the play ratings. Obviously, you guys let me know your play ratings as well, and we'll do this together. Right, so play ratings. So Dean Henderson hasn't had anything to do. Made a really good save to deny Patrick Van Aanholt, which would have cost us the game. 7 or an 8. Do I give David De Gea an 8? 7.5. Stop shouting, bro. Sorry, I'm trying to calm down. 7.5. Yeah, Dean Henderson had a good game, to be fair. Dean Henderson did have a good game. He saved us 3 points. Or a point, sorry, like David De Gea did. I'm giving him a 0.5 because I think he had Bailly and Maguire in front of him. I thought they're better than Lindelof and Maguire. I don't think the save that he produced was as good as De Gea's, and because of that, he'll get a 7.5. Wan-Bissaka, I think defensively he was absolutely brilliant. I'll give Wan-Bissaka a 7. I thought Wan-Bissaka looked good, put the best cross in of the game. I thought he was steady, Wan-Bissaka. Steady. I think Wan-Bissaka gets... I think Wan-Bissaka and his attacking is actually better than people think, because we don't allow him to attack. I thought again today, wasn't really allowed to get forward. Neither was Shaw. But when he did get forward, he put a few good balls in, didn't he? Did he do anything wrong, Wan-Bissaka? Like I said, put the best ball of the game in. Really, apart from that, did he do anything else? Was he able to do anything else? Not for me. Bailly. 6. Maguire. I don't think Maguire played badly, but I thought... I just put myself in the eye. I just put myself in the eye. Oh. But alright, Maguire. I don't think Maguire played badly, to be honest. I don't think he played badly. What I would say about Maguire, though, is I don't think he was as good as Bailly. I think some of his passing was sloppy at times. And look, what I'll also do to justify my decision, I'm going to give him a 5. And why? He's the captain. I'm going to use this to justify it. He's the captain of this Manchester United team, Harry Maguire. He's meant to lead us. He's meant to fire the boys up. We weren't fired up. We were slow. Slow from the back. Maguire, big part of that. His passing was sloppy. And as a captain, again, I don't think he was good enough. Do you think Nemanja Vidic, do you think Rio Ferdinand, do you think Roy Keane would be in that game just watching? He was awful. Awful as a captain. Again, where does Harry Maguire stand as Manchester United's captain? He must be the worst ever. He shows us about as much leadership as this bottle of tomato ketchup. This ketchup would motivate me more than Harry Maguire does. It's shocking. Here is Ollie. What's he going to say? A little bit off. Good question, that. Why were we flat, Ollie? Human nature? Motivate them then. But you are blaming that. Oh, he's... Ollie doesn't know when David De Gea is going to be back. Right, so about all that Ollie's really said there is apparently we were just flat. That's the reason we were so crap today. We were flat. No, it's the same old from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, just not good enough. Then he said he doesn't know when David De Gea is going to be back, and he said that he's not going to let if our players have to isolate after the international duty, he's not going to let them go. Useless. 2030 World Cup in Ireland or England. Yeah, I saw that. I really would really love. Well, no, that would be Euros, mate. World Cups aren't in 20. Is it? No, it is. It is. Don't worry. It is. Sure. I'm gonna give him a 6, mate. No, you know what? I will give him a 7. I will give him a 7. It's about the same as Wan-Bissaka. I thought Wan-Bissaka probably just put the better cross in. I can't think of much Shaw did. Again, he was getting forward like he's able to because we actually used the left hand side. Sorry, it's embarrassing how we just neglect this. We just neglect it. What? Where is that? Where is any of them there? Ever? We never get them. Matic. 7. I thought Matic played well. Control. A lot of nice running out from the back. Nice balls. He's the only player in that midfield too that can actually pick out a pass. McTominay can't. Fred definitely can't. Matic is the only one that can do it. I thought Matic was probably our man of the match today. I'm going to give it to Dean Henderson, like I did for David De Gea. Dean Henderson will get man of the match. But Matic was very good today again. Fred. 5, 4, 4.5. His passing ain't great. At least he can tackle, right? And he can run around. Because, look, last season, I remember games against Chelsea, for example. He was fantastic for us. He dominated that game against Kante. This season, gone. Gone. And it's players like Fred who, look, I think he's not good enough, is he? He's not good enough. And we need to accept that at this point. We need to accept that, unfortunately, he's not good enough. He's good enough for a bench player. He can be a bench player for us. So when you bring on, who will just run around, make a lot of tackles, and you don't really need him to create anything. But if you're asking him to create, like we are today, when he's alongside Matic, it's never going to happen. Never going to happen. Especially when you're playing in a game which you're expected to win. Against Real Sociedad, them two worked fine because Real Sociedad came on us and we was able to break on them. And Fred wasn't having to be intricate. But against teams that will sit low, like Palace today, he's just not good enough. Greenwood. 5. Alongside Bruno. Rashford went up top, was quiet. He had that chance where he created it for himself. Didn't really offer much, but again, I don't blame that on Mason Greenwood. I blame that on the same reason Martial gets a lot of slate. The same reason I think Wan-Bissaka gets slated. The same reason I think Cavani. Well, part of the reason I think Cavani played poorly today. Striker doesn't get feedback and we don't use our right-hand side. It's Greenwood can't win. He cannot win. Bruno didn't really get much of the ball. I thought some of his passing, especially at the end of that first half, was really poor, quite sloppy. But yeah, the big problem with Manchester United is kind of, at a point, it looks like just go there, have fun. And of course, it can't just be that. But you look at where some of the positions, Bruno Fernandes is picking up that ball. If I move to this screen, if I pull it all back to a 4, he's picking it up sometimes as like this, sort of a midfield 3, like that, and he's picking it up here, and then he has to try and bring it out. Oh, no, not like both. Then he's having to try and bring it up forward into this role, and obviously, like I've said, they'd have 2 backs to 4 back already. So then Bruno's trying that unbelievable ball, that world beater ball, when he shouldn't have to. And it's not good enough. Realistically, let me go back to that. Bruno Fernandes should be here, behind Mason Greenwood, playing as almost a second striker. And it should be Matic. Matic did it sometimes, not all the time. But McTominay or Fred today, he should be the one picking the ball up here from Matic. And bringing the ball out forward. Letting Bruno, getting the ball into an area to give it to Bruno here. And let Bruno play, take a shot. Play it out wide to Rashford, who might be making a clever run in here. Out to Dan James or Shaw. It's awful. And that's one of United's big issues. We don't get the ball to Bruno. We get Bruno to come to the ball. Far too often. It's not good enough. Rashford today. What did I give him? Did I give Martial a 1 against Sheffield United? I'm giving him a 1. I'm going to give Marcus Rashford a 1. Woeful. At least with Rashford, a lot of the time, I think I can see. At least I can see what he's trying to do. At least he's trying to beat a man, put a ball in across or something. Sometimes he picks the wrong decision a lot of the time, but today it was nothing. Nothing. I said it at one point. He's not world class. A world class player doesn't get the ball, run it straight into a crowd of people like Rashford does too often. Rashford, I can't think of hardly anything he's done. I can't remember him getting back and defending. I thought he was just useless today. Rashford 1. Anders Cavani, 3. I don't think Cavani was fully fit. I said that. If Cavani was fully fit for this game, he would have been at least partly fit to be on the bench against Chelsea. I don't think he was fully fit. I think he was rushed in because it's Cavani. We needed a striker. I said he shouldn't have started before the game. I think I've been proven right. I just don't get it. What was the plan? What was the plan to? He was non-existent, and partner with not being fully fit, clearly not being fully fit, with the fact that our striker gets absolutely nothing because we're from our wingers are as creative as a chocolate digestive. It's a recipe for disaster. And Greenwood came on, he was fully fit, but didn't get anything. He played a bit better top Greenwood than Cavani because he was fully fit. And what? And apart from that, nothing. The only chance Cavani nearly had was from Wan-Bissaka's cross. Dan James. I'll give him a 6. Dan James came on. What was 14 minutes ago? Was it? I don't think he was too bad. When he got the chance, I don't think he got the ball enough. To be honest. When he came on, he looked like he was our best attacker. McTominay, 5. Five for McTominay. Again, He came on, had that really good chance where he should have hit it for me and didn't. Apart from that, I can't really remember him doing anything. Really poor. Again, I can't give him much. He's unlucky to get a 5, really. He weren't on for long. The changes, again, like we've said so often, should have came a lot earlier than they did. But Ollie just refuses to do it. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I'm going to give him another 2. I gave him 2 last time out. He gets another 2. I don't see what was the plan. What was the plan? It's nothing new. We've seen teams play like this against us. Play deep. Don't give us chance. Don't play a high line. They play deep and they go, you come beat us. And we don't know how to. Clearly we don't know how to. I said Ahmed Diallo shouldn't come on. But I didn't expect Marcus Rashford to drop as 1 out of 10. I don't see how Ole Gunnar Solskjaer can claim we were unlucky. We weren't good enough. And that's the sad reality. We're simply just not good enough. And I can see people saying, oh, he wasn't backed. The board hasn't backed Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And while that is somewhat true, yes, he wanted Jadon Sancho. Yes, he wanted Jack Grealish. He didn't get them. But he has been given players. He was given Donny van de Beek. Hasn't used him all year. He started twice, Donny van de Beek, in the Premier League this season. Whether you wanted Donny van de Beek or not, you use Donny van de Beek if you've got him, especially over the likes of Scott McTominay and Fred, when they are simply not good enough. And I don't see how Ole Gunnar Solskjaer can outlive this season if he continues to play how he is and we continue with the same old rubbish. And I want Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to be the man to take us to Premier League titles. There's nothing more I would want than a Manchester United legend, one of the scorers and probably the most famous goal in Manchester United history, to take us to a Premier League title again. That would be my dream, and I think that's the dream of a lot of Manchester United fans. Manchester United fans, but I think it's just that. I think at the moment there is no piece of evidence that suggests it's anything else but a dream. And that's not good enough for me. And that shouldn't be good enough for you or any other Manchester United fan. And that's going to be it from me today. That's going to be my final piece on it. I think we don't give credit to Mourinho for his 2nd place finish. Mourinho said that was his best ever thing he's achieved in his career as a manager. We don't give Mourinho credit for that because how far we were behind Man City. We're going to be, at this rate, we're going to be further behind Man City, and Man City was average for about half of it. What does that say about us? If we look down, we look at ourselves, in our heart of hearts, is this manager good enough? Are we good enough as a side? Are these players really as good as we make out they are? That's going to be it from me today. If you have enjoyed, please do hit the like button below. Subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. And I will see you all next time. Peace.